party night. Let's get myself a girl night. I've got to get it right tonight. Cause anyone who's anyone's gonna be there, with the new blue jeans and the nice washed hair, with the kickers and pod, Miko and Dodd rolling. We've got a bottle of cider and watered down gin. And Robbo and Julia on me couch, and Tommy and Tina are on me floor. And Tony's drunk and he's singing. And there's no more ale anymore. And I'm chatting up Bernadette, the girl with the flick and the wedge and the spearmint breath, and I'm bored to death. And Ronnie's in bed with me girl upstairs. Everyone knows, but I don't care. And ale stains the carpet and tobacco burns the air. And Wanton Wander's having a flirt. Cause John O'Mac got his hand up her skirt. And Tia just took off Tommy's shirt. And Julie tells Robbo, it hurts. I'm now handing out party cans, like bottles of lager and bottles of Mans. And Bernadette's already half canned. I can hear the sound of the band, captured in stereophonic blends, and Bob's broken legs on the mend. And Bodo's back, he's talking to Mick. And Sandra's crying cause she wants some stick. The lights are low, I can laugh and joke. So Ray gets it out and lights up a smoke with a lighter he got from France. Hey Lucinda, do you fancy a dance? Ray fancies air and fancies the chance, so he lights up a ciggy and a new romance. Oh shit. Bernadette's gone and done it. Put on the floor and she's lying in vomit, and everyone's dancing and getting to grips. Hot silk lips and fingertips. There's more than this. I've just given Kate a dirty big kiss. They say it's easy to love for a night, so I'll try. Listen, Kate, you come upstairs. She shakes her head, so I mustn't have filet. You've either got it or it isn't there. So go and get a drink and a ciggy from Ray. You took us in the home because you didn't want to stay. And I didn't want a ciggy anyway. Not on party night. You laughed and joked like only the sick could. You thought it was clever. He was wearing leather and he wasn't one of you. And then you kicked him and made him spew, and you thought it was funny because the blood went runny in the puke. And his legs went weak and you saw him fall, crawling up against the wall, and you kicked him in the head and his eyes went red in anger and shame, then just sheer pin pain. And so you kicked him again and again. He started to choke on the blood and sick, a real big joke and a real big stick right on his head to finish him quick. And all you could say is, that's life, mate. As he tried to get up and grab some gate. That's life, mate, you tried too late, and his nose got broken by an uppercut. And he cried, I've had enough. But you ain't having none of that stuff. And he got knocked out and his brain lost life, and out you pulled a Stanley knife. And you cut his face in one great slash. And put your hands in his pockets to get his cash. I bet you had a real good laugh the night you had that real good time, the night you killed a friend of mine. Mother sits alone and knits bonny boots for Auntie's newborn baby. Father sits alone and spits into the grate, and he tells me mum to shift the bum, the dinner's getting late. And Jimmy's coming home in spring, did 18 months for robbing things like houses, cars and wedding rings, and all the thingies in between. And Julie's in the club again, and when she's asked, I'm sure she'll say she has no luck with men. And when I'm asked, I'm sure I'll say that I am in the family way. My dad took me aside and said, don't dare go down the pier head. The ships have gone, the water's black, with dirty men with long black macs, weaving dirty drunken tracks and leaving dirty drunken paths. But I guess my dad just can't relax since he got sacked. For 30 years he broke his back till work got slack. And now he goes and drinks his dole in public houses, battered by the times. And mum wakes up and cries at home, and grandma calls her on the phone. And Julie's only 17, she works in some laundrette, doesn't like it very much, it's all that she could get. Getting married pretty soon, all dressed in white. Me mother said that's what she'd like, she wants her kids to do it right. And Jimmy stole a wedding ring, so she could have the real thing. But he got caught, and that's what bad luck brings. And when he's asked, I'm sure he'll say that he is in the family way. He is in the family way. This is about if you walk down any typical Liverpool street and see guys standing around with nothing to do. In the city, dirty brick walls and painted lampposts as I walk down streets with dirty gutters and cracked up pavements and broken battered chip shop shutters. Dirty curtains with yellow white nets as I walk past homes with age-old paintwork and the first year of rats. Nazi signs and bedroom windows and rusted garden gates off their hinges and doorsteps where all the moss grows and wind-worn alleys where all the wind blows in the city. The milkmen want armoured cars because the bricks make the milk when the kids go to school, and graffiti on the walls as anarchy rules. And no one's in when the gas man calls. No housewives in aprons or men in overalls. A kid in the street screams balls. He's in the city. Boys and girls on the corner. Swear words fly with rage, and Bodo and Sue are getting engaged. She's 15 and pregnant, had no experience, see, and he's a year older and a whole year bolder. In the city, Billy gets his hands down Julie's drawers, as sort of I'll show you mine if you show me yours. A playful grab for her left breast, she playfully rubs him under his vest. In the city, young kids scream in a street at night. Broken bottles, gang fights, ale and stones and broken lights, swinging fists, broken bones and sending heads about the place. Someone falls down and gets kicked in the face. Has anyone ever told you you're in the city? He's really into the music scene. No one's been where he's been. He saw the Pistols at the 100 Club. He laid the girlfriend of a UK sub. Because he's really into the music scene. He told me Strummer was a queer, said he bought Susie a beer, and when he mentions Ian Curtis, he always sheds a tear. Because he's really into the music scene. And he taught Pete Wiley all he knows and used to manage the Bunnymen and the Teardrop Explodes, and you know, a celebrity, because he knows loads. He's really into the music scene. He was a punk before 76. He said he lived with Crass, they were a shower of pricks, and Roger Eagle wanted him to manage Erics. He's really into the music scene. What's his name? I hear you shout, but I can't say. You'll see if word gets out, but I'll tell you something to give you hope. It begins with Julie and ends in hope. Oh, to be in England, now that summer's there. Mini skirts and girls with curls, nipples like bullets that are peeping through t-shirts, drinking beer and sitting on deck chairs, a great big sky of blue. Going to the beach and losing a flip-flop, taking off bras and looking at the breaststrap, ice cream vans and no more chip shops, sweat-stained brows, sweat-stained thighs, you're looking at a bum with pop-out eyes. Going on picnics arm in arm, necking in the woods and using your charm. She says yes, but she really means no. Bit of slap and tickle and look at me go, Joe. Playing tennis with an mate of string, looking at one bird. Another type sings and she's got a short on and I've got a hard on. More a way to carry on, wishing it could go on, writing into autumn all the time the sun shone, a great big sky of blue. And I look at her in a bikini top, big fat legs and a belly on flop, and I look at her all nice and fit and think to myself, I wouldn't mind doing it. Red hot pavements, birds and bees, looking at some old man's knobbly knees and trying to get a suntan. Well, I've already got one walking round with a sun hat on, melting ice cream, all green trees, cool yourself in a summer breeze, robbing cars and going to Southport, sitting in the cafe drinking ice port and lemon tea. I'm with her and she's with me, giving her a kiss so the world can see, and I'm on lager and she's on shorts and she's in shorts down in Southport. Got her shorts on. I've got a hard on, what a way to carry on, wishing it could go on, writing into autumn all the time the sun shone, a great big sky of blue. Hope to be in England now that summer's there.